Hello and welcome to another video from the Media Lunch Break. I, of course, am Andrew, co-host of the Media Lunch Break podcast. Today, I wanted to do a follow-up to our last video about Tabletop Beard. Tabletop Beard, in case you didn't know, is a company that makes beard care products for nerds. They make beard oils, beard butters, beard balms. They actually just introduced a beard wash, and all of their branding is done in the style of classes from games like Dungeons & Dragons. If you want to learn more about the company, I did make a video reviewing some of their products after using them for about a week, so be sure to check that out. This video is going to be a follow-up to that one, now that I've been using the products for about 3 months now. So let's get into it. What do I like? What do I dislike? And what's different from the last time I reviewed these products? Right out of the gate, I'm still completely in love with the branding. I mean, the class system in D&D being utilized in a beard care product line is so smart. It's so cool. It makes me smile every time I pick up one of the beard oil things and start putting it in my beard. I really feel like I'm doing something super cool, super fun, super nerdy. And so right out of the gate, that is still very much one of my favorite things about this product. I talked a little bit in the last video about how beard oil to me is very much kind of all the same as long as the products are made with the same ingredients. As long as one or many of the ingredients are like universally accepted beard care or beard oils like jojoba oil or safflower oil or sunflower oil, you can't really go wrong, in my opinion. I mean, I have a pretty, meaty beard, and it's pretty oily already, so there may be differences based on your experiences and your beard, but to me, they're all kind of the same. Again, as long as it has one of those ingredients in it. And this does, but so do most beard oils, and there are cheaper oils out there that will, to me, be exactly the same for my beard. When it comes to the beard balm, one thing I didn't think to consider is that because it's so firm, which is something I talked about, it keeps your beard really in place. It does a really good job of that, which is my preference. Some people like a looser hold. I really like a firm hold. But one thing I didn't take into consideration is that because it is so firm a hold, you don't have to use very much of it, and that makes it save you money over time. I believe I compared it last time to Badass Beard's balm, and it is very similar to that, but I definitely take a lot longer to go through a container of this than I do to go through a container of Badass Beard. And I think the balms are exactly the same price, so you end up saving a decent amount of money. As far as the butter goes, it works fine. I don't really need a butter in my beard, so I'm probably not going to be picking that one up again. But if you're in a place that's super dry, it does the job. Like, it definitely, what I generally use a butter for when I need it is in the winter time, or if I'm somewhere that's really, really dry. I talked in the last video how I had gone on vacation to Toronto and it was really dry. My skin on my hands was cracking and bleeding. That's when I would use a butter, and I would only use it at night. I would use oil and balm in the morning right after I shower, and then before I go to bed, just to make sure it doesn't dry out, or after it's kind of dried out over the day, I can add a little more moisture to it by putting some butter in there before I go to bed, and then in the morning I'll wash it all out and repeat the process. Oil, balm, go about my day, come home, add some butter before bed. I've got the oil and the balm in right now. You can't really tell what it's doing so much, so why don't I show you what I look like before I put any of the product in. So without further ado, this is generally what I look like before I shower. As you can see, my mustache hairs are sticking out to the side, my beard is all over the place. I'm not even going to take the hat off because the hair looks terrible, but we're not talking about that today. If I really pull it all out, you can see it just looks weird. It looks funky. It looks like an accident. The one thing you don't want if you have a long beard is you don't want it to look like it's an accident. You don't want to look like it's lazy. You want it to look like it's intentional. You want somebody to see your beard and say, wow, that guy had a plan. And this doesn't look like a plan. All right, I can't stand to look at this any longer, so let's go back to post-shower Andrew. Okay, so this is what I look like again. I'll give you a very quick rundown of what I do. I went through it kind of in depth in the last video, but I get out of the shower, I use a beard wash, and I wash my beard in the shower. I rinse it out. When I get out, I dry it a little bit. I'll comb through it with my beard comb. I'll use the wider comb first to get out any tangles, and then I use the fine tooth comb right after that. And then I will add drops of beard oil to my beard. I put like one here, same on the other side, one in the mustache that side, one in the mustache this side, and I just put the rest in here. And then I rub it all through, get it all deep into the skin, wash my hands, run through with a comb again, and then I run through with a brush to really make sure, a beard brush specifically, to make sure that I'm getting all of those good oils throughout my beard and all over the skin underneath, because that's what it's really for, is to make sure your skin doesn't dry out underneath, and it also helps your beard too, obviously. And then I wait a little while, maybe 10 minutes, and then I will go back and blow dry my beard, and that's how I keep it like kind of nice and together. You'll see if I pull this out, like my hair on the sides, it's all the same length as the hair on the bottom. So what the blow dryer does is it helps kind of set it in place. That being said, if I go throughout my day without using balm after that, it's all going to go all over the place anyway. The balm, then I mix in, and I'll also, so before I put the balm in, I'll use a cold setting on the dryer as well, and that kind of helps set it. And then while I'm there as well, I'll blow dry my hair, so that gets a little extra volume in there, because I don't know if you can tell, my hair used to be very, very thick, and now it is thinning. Oh, getting old. Getting old. Getting old, kiddos. Whew. And then after that, I will scoop out a little bit of balm, rub it together, put it in my beard, put it in the mustache. And as you can see, like the mustache is even very together and to the side. I can eat like this, which is great. Like my mustache hairs are super long. They, if I don't have balm in, I will eat them with lunch. So the balm is really good for keeping those out. I mean, look at that. And, you know, it's dry. Like that's the other thing. It's not like a wax or like a hair gel where like once it dries, you can't manipulate it anymore. You can continue to manipulate this throughout the day. It'll move a little bit, you know, and then you'll have to like push it back in. But for the most part, it works pretty well in keeping stuff where you want it. And then if it gets out of hand or whatever, you can always just fix it later. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, I really like these products. Now that I've sat with them, I think I was kind of on the fence. I was sort of like, in my last video, I was sort of like, well, maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. You know, it is a little on the expensive side for beard care products. But, you know, if it's something you like, then maybe do it or whatever. I'm going to stick with this. I'm not going to use the butter. The balm is kind of a money saver, and it does what I want it to do. So I'm going to keep getting that. I haven't gone through all of the oils yet. I'm still pretty certain that my favorite oil is Ranger. That's the class. It smells like leather. I think leather and forest or something. And I think probably what I'm going to do is after this is done, I'm going to get like a bunch of the Ranger to use that. So I think I'm pretty much sold on Tabletop Beard. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and give you a quick little update about that. Fun fact as well, the reason I decided to do this is because I'm an actor. And I got cast in a show, and I felt for the character, he sort of like lives in the woods. He's sort of a forest guy and very chaotic. He's like a thief. And I was like, oh, I'm going to grow this beard out for sure. I'm going to grow it out as crazy as I can. And I did. And I was like, well, since I'm going to be doing that, I might as well give an update on how the beard oil works with the longer beard as well. Because my beard was kind of long, but not like this in the last video. So now you get a sense of like how well it works with like a pretty hefty beard and a very hefty beard. And I think Chris is making a video as well showing how it works with a shorter, more kept beard. So stay tuned for that. And also a fun fact, my beard is kind of how I got into acting. When I was in high school, I was able to grow out a beard, like a full beard, kind of like this, as young as like 14 or 15. And the theater teachers started asking me to be in their shows. I didn't even have to audition at first because they wanted me to play like a king or a duke or a father or whatever because I had that crazy beard. And I liked it so much I kept doing it, and I'm still doing it. So there you go. That's how my beard got me working in theater as an actor. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Are you familiar with Tabletop Beard? What beard products do you like to use? Do you have a favorite one? What's your beard journey been like? Leave a comment down here and let me know, you know, what you're thinking, what you thought of this video, what you think of beard care products, and we'll see you in the next one. YouTube thinks you'll like these two videos, and I think you should try one of them. This one or maybe this one. I mean, it'll take like 10 seconds of your time, so why not? You got nothing to lose. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.